Hey YouTube, and welcome to another Let's Talk. I forgot to put LT on the beginning. I'll have to fix that afterwards. Anyways, this is kind of sort of recycling part 2. So Utah is going to ditch plastic. I found this out about a week ago when I was in Savers. I've got a video of my trip there a little bit. That's going to be, I need to remember to edit that and upload part of it. The other parts will be while I'm on my mission. And when I was there, they asked if I'd like a bag for 10 cents. And the bags, and I said, no, thank you. I was just getting like 3 items. I got a shirt. If you see me wear that American Horse shirt, and then I got some clocks for clock flipping episode 1. Did I feel a raindrop? No, it's not a raindrop. Oh, hey, one watching. That's not a raindrop. I just realized because I felt it in a spot where I couldn't feel a raindrop that small. So, anyways, the bags that they were offering, they looked like a reusable bag, not like super nice or anything. Probably about as good as the bags we sell for $1 at the dollar store that are reusable tote bags. Which for 10 cents, dude, yes, totally. But I mean, I didn't need a bag, and so I decided to save some. A lot of people think that's outrageous. Well, first of all, dude, there is. So, yes, where am I in Utah? I can say I'm in Orem, Utah. That's as close as I'm gonna get. I'm not, giving any specifics, like. So yeah, no more specifics, unless there was like a reason to. But yes, I'm in Orem, Utah. So they started charging, and so it was a decent, reusable bag. And a lot of people might complain and say that's outrageous that they would charge for bags. Well, there is way too much plastic floating around. Like, I have seen videos where. Dude, this is not a raceway. Shut up. Whoops. Okay, we got somebody in Kaysville. That's cool. Very cool. So, yeah, this is, what was the thing? So, there is way too much plastic. I've seen videos. I've seen at least 2 different videos and some pictures of, it's like this river in India or somewhere or wherever. And like there is so much plastic and garbage that you can't see it. And one of the videos shows a little kid on his boat in the river full of junk, fishing out plastic and glass bottles and whatnot so he can go take them in to get recycled. And it looks kind of gross. It doesn't make me feel gross inside like I want to puke, disgusting, but it definitely isn't a pretty sight. And I kind of think it might be fun to be that kid, just as a job kind of a thing. That would be cool, to be able to collect that much plastic and whatnot and get it recycled for money. But it's definitely not good for the environment, and I am not wishing that on anyone. And really quickly, I want to show you guys something crazy. So, this is near where I work. Dollar Tree's over that way. And just like right there, for some reason, someone left an ice cream cake. It's been there for about a week now. So, yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you see a girl walking anywhere like right around there?
I haven't seen anyone walking.
Because I got a ride, and so I'm hoping I didn't miss it.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry for bothering you.
No, you're fine. So, anyways, it is not a very pretty sight, and there's just way too much of it. So, at first, I was thinking ditching plastic bags is easy. And if you complain about having to buy bags, well, one, they're reusable, so you don't have to pay for them every single time. You just gotta remember to bring it. And it's so noisy here. But this usually does a good job of picking up my voice. Anyways, if you're complaining about having to remember to bring your plastic bags with you, your reusable bags with you, well, first of all, keep them inside of your car. That makes it nice and easy. There is once or twice where we forget to put them back in the car, but we keep them in the car, and most of the time we get in the store, we do shopping, and then, oh no, we forgot the bags. Put some around with the car. So one person stays and goes through the checkout, and the other person runs down there and gets the plastic bags and runs back into the store. Not too much of a bother. It's nice. Especially the ones that we got are really nice, because I don't know how much they were, but they have these hooks. They're plastic. They're pretty strong, so they're stretchy. Comment. I think most of the trash in Utah is because of the amount of homeless here. That's true, yes, there could be a lot of trash here. And it's not just here too. I'm also talking about the amount of trash that ends up in the rivers and causes problems for animals, rivers and lakes and the ocean and whatnot. Because trash does spread around, especially if you consider that it blows around too. I don't know how far a piece of trash would blow, but they can travel some distance. You never know where items have been. So yes, they're nice. They stretch over the cart because they're stretchy, and they hook onto the sides to keep it nice and open. But it's got some stretchy stuff so that it kind of closes back down. And yeah, but if you're gonna even complain about remembering to keep them in your car, I'm sorry, there is way too much garbage. And out of all my friends and family, and even out of, I would say, probably 95% of the people that shop at the dollar store, I don't know this for them for a fact, but I would assume, based on their personality and, little conversations that we have, I would assume that most of those people wouldn't complain about having to remember to keep a plastic bag, a reusable bag inside of their vehicle, inside of their car. And it doesn't take up much space. It's foldable. You can put it in your glove box under the chair. There are times where you might need more. So then, I don't know what you would do then. If, like, say, maybe you went to the store and they had a special all of a sudden, and so you're getting more than usual, or you were planning on, I don't know exactly what you would do then. That does kind of make it awkward. Especially for those times where, like, maybe it's way unusual. Like, you got, I don't know, let's say 4 or 5 different reusable bags, and then all of a sudden you buy like a huge load of stuff for a party or something, and you need bags to transport it in. Then, hopefully they'd have a cheap option like the 10-cent ones, but then what do you do with them? Throwing them away. You could give them to somebody. Let me get off my neck for a second here. Getting a little bit of a dry throat. Triggers my gag reflex. Hold on a second here. I'm going to get a quick drink from my bottle and keep on talking. So, but the other thing too is, I was thinking transition from reusable bags would be pretty easy. However, my friend pointed out quite a few things that are useful about them. There we go. So my friend was saying they make good trash bags in the car, and because they're plastic and not like a cloth type reusable bag, then you don't have to worry about what am I thinking of? Yeah, then you don't have to worry as much about if you have anything liquid, like a soda can, or he said maybe somebody has to barf, which hasn't happened to him, but he was using it as an example. And so then it got me thinking about all the places that I use plastic bags too. And the other thing too is with the plastic bags going away too, that for me seemed easy. The hard one for me seemed like the plastic straws and forks. How are we going to eat our food when we go out to a fast food restaurant? And I've got something that's a possible solution in a bit. But back to my friend, and I got started thinking about the reusable plastic bag. Not reusable plastic bags, sorry, just reusable plastic bags. Especially the bags like you get bulk stuff in from Winco. Those are really useful when I get a pre-made salad, because then I can put the salad lettuce in there, and then I can put the toppings in there, and then sometimes the dressing too if I'm eating it all at once. And I put a little bit of air in the bag, twist it closed tight, and I can shake it up, and it mixes the salad really well and nice, and I like that a lot. Especially since I don't have to dirty a big bowl. So there are going to be some things that will be missed when plastic goes away. I think they said January 1st, although I couldn't find much online specifically about that. So they had to reconnect there, not on Wi-Fi. So McDonald's is certainly not going to start carrying fancy silverware. They're not set up to it. It's too fast for that. What if you're in the drive-thru? So the solution is something that my dad pointed out, which is corn plastic. So they might make these things out of corn plastic, which I don't know much about corn plastic, but I believe that it would be almost the same as what you would have, like it's pretty much like this, like regular plastic here, but it's made of corn. Ooh, there's a little bench here. I'm going to sit down for a second. and because I'm actually going to stop in one of these shops here and see if they have what I'm looking for. But yes, so corn plastic is a good solution, I think, because it will biodegrade, but it will hold the same function as regular plastic, which is made of petroleum. And that's the other thing too, is a lot of the gas problems that we're having with like not having enough and all these other things related to gas shortages and having to mine more oil out of the ground, a lot of it's plastic. And there are some things we can't get rid of as far as plastic, like toys. Toys are always probably pretty much going to be made of some plastic parts. And for things that are definitely reusable, like there's plastic pieces on my video lights that I use when I'm doing a fancy video. Stuff like that, yeah, plastic's going to still be made for that, and I accept that, but this stuff, I think it definitely needs to go. We need to find another, solution. I'm glad that they're making these pushes. So there is still going to be plastic, but it will reduce a lot of issues with oil. I'm not positive, but I suspect that if we did get rid of a lot of the reusable, a lot of the plastic bags and forks and stuff, we could also maybe see a decrease in the prices on gasoline and whatnot. Which, there was a funny joke I saw in a paper once. I think I was just wrapping some fancy wine glasses from the dollar store in this newspaper that we got from somebody for that. But the joke was one column, one thing, picture, and it was a guy in a gas station paying for gas, and the clerk says, because of the tax cuts that Trump has made, we're going to have to charge a little bit more for gas. And then the customer says, because of those tax cuts, I can afford that. Kind of funny, and yeah, don't know the full implications of that, but it was kind of a funny joke. So anyways, that's pretty much what I wanted to say here. I am actually happy that they're making this change. I think we do need to come up with a solution, like, really fast. Like, we can't just say goodbye to plastic forks and straws immediately. I think McDonald's has done that, so I'm kind of curious what they've done. But you can't say get rid of it now until we have a solution in place. So I think they need to really push people to make a solution or start buying into a solution. I know I saw once, this sounds a little bit weird, and for me, I'm not sure that I would completely enjoy the texture of this, but I've seen once or twice this video for these water bottle things where it's some sort of a gel or something coating some water, so it's in a spherical shape, about the size of a large bouncy ball. And like this big, and you can pop it in your mouth and just eat it. And I like to kind of drink my water, so I do have this right here. But if I ever needed some drink or something, I would still want like a bottle or maybe a can. And, that just made me think of how, like, cans can be recycled. And I don't think metal is a huge part of trash. I'm not sure about that. Plastic is worse than metal. And so I was just thinking, so what about metal that's super cheap for your forks and stuff? And I'm like, no, that'd just be too dangerous, too many sharp edges, so that's a no. But definitely we do need to find a solution for plastic forks and straws that is as disposable and works as they do, also biodegradable, before we completely just get rid of them from our stuff. Thank you guys. I'm wondering. Oh, okay, that's the edge of that. It looks like a smiley face on the video, but it's not. What it is that's the neon sign for a Spanish seafood place. So anyways, yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in whatever I do next on this lovely channel. Thank you so much. If you like this, leave a like, get subscribed down below. I do other stuff besides me talking that is nice and edited, so check that out if you're not much for just kind of a rambling type of video. And let me know down below what you think, if you have any ideas for possible solutions for replacing these kind of things too. Even corn plastic could replace these plastic bags and stuff like this here. And I'm going to say one more thing like I did in the last video on recycling, just to give you a reminder here. Reusable bags aren't just about saving the environment, they're also stronger too. So a reusable bag is most likely not going to break on you as you're walking home. Like I've had some of these very thin dollar store bags do that. They're really nice because of that. Or even think about a backpack too. If you're not necessarily a backpack works great. And for heavy stuff, it will put the center of gravity on your back. You'll be using your legs, and your arms will get less tired. There's a lot of great benefits to them. I'll see you guys in whatever's next.